The three males run down the street toward the hotel room where the party was being set to tell Jenna and her other friend and their other friend that Ricotta had just been killed and are murdered, resolving the situation. Jenna was supposed to leave with Sarah, but Sarah met them there, for she had left Jenna behind at the hotel. Back at the hotel, Jenna Green had just finished preparing for the New Year's celebration that night. She finally removed the fireworks she had left on top of the microwave, despite one of the fireworks within the microwave spontaneously had gotten hotter than before and nearly sparked as the microwave as a chain reaction occurred within the microwave, causing the microwave to pop as a result of something being put in the microwave. She sets the fireworks on the balcony, not noticing the microwave pop. As Stephen and the others run and walk on in along, leaving John Scott outside, leaning against the wall with his hoodie on. Kevin was not too far away down the street, watching as John kneeled against the wall, one foot on the ground, one foot on the wall, staring at the stars, smoking a cigarette, breathing, puffs it out automatically, throws his cigarettes to the side on the ground, unaware that he had just used the cigarette as a hint of his own fate. Accidentally threw the cigarette into an oil patch next to him, in which the cold air wind had blew into the oil patch next to him, which immediately catches fire. John, who doesn't notice the fire, turns 10 seconds too inevitable late, and the oil patch burns toward him, causing a small explosion toward him, which blows right past his face, blowing his hoodie back as he stands forward. However, the fire misses them this time round, and John notices a bone-like looking transaction within the fire. However, he had just received the first sign of his upcoming death later on, and the oil patch blows one more time in front of him, warning him about another situation involving his own death he is unaware of. A specific number of digits was claimed within the flame of the number in which he may die at. Kevin notices the situation, turns the car toward John's way. And as the fire emits past him, the oil patch goes out. And John looks at the oil patch, but the wind had blew the oil patch fire out. The small oil patch shows a fragment of spark in which John gets too close to and nearly sparks his own face off from the fire oil. John slightly laughs and falls back and walks backward, nodding his head at the situation. And when he turns around, a semi-truck plows directly toward him in the same direction at him. However, Kevin's car had just turned directly in front of the semi-truck, smashing, plowing John Scott out of the way. Kevin gets out of his vehicle and just in time to save his own son from being smashed and killed by the semi truck. And with the semi truck had smashed into Kevin's car, and an additional gear from the car have flashed right past John and slams into the concrete.